And then last year, 2017, I did 2 big races.
Yeah.
One called the Dragon's Back, which is a multi-day ultra starting in North Wales in Conwy and going down to South Wales, ending 5 days later in
5 days. Right.
Yeah, in Llandelo, I think.
How many miles is that?
That over the week, crikey, I'm not sure.
A lot of miles over 5 days.
Maybe 250.
Wow, it's incredible.
Kilometres. I'm not sure.
And when? So that was in what?
That was in May.
May.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was 5 long days out. The first day takes in nearly all of the Welsh 3000s just in day one.
Wow.
And then the subsequent days you work your way down Wales.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It's quite hilly for the first.
I was going to
days.
say Wales is not known to be flat, so
it's beautiful. Really tough. Actually, really tough race.
Yeah.
But beautiful. And,
Yeah.
And really good experience.
Yeah.
But tough. Not much sleep over the week.
No, I will come back to all of these races.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there's stories in every one of them. And then in is it August?
And then October was Spartathlon, which is from a race that starts in Athens and ends in Sparta, which is 153 miles, and it's one of the sort of big ultras.
And there's a cut-off time, am I right in thinking?
There is a cut-off time.
Don't you have to reach a certain point by?
There's cut-offs along the way, so I think you've got to leave the marathon cut-off point by after about 4.5 hours.
Wow, I mean, for a lot of people, 4.5 hours is their limit, so that's pretty impressive. And you have to qualify for that race.
You do. You've got to, in order to be eligible to apply, you've got to meet certain qualifying criteria.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, I can't remember what they are,
Yeah.
but you've got to either run 100 miles in a certain amount of time,
right,
or 100 kilometres in a certain amount of time.
So it's kind of got a bit of an iconic feel because it's a build-up race. You have to qualify. There's cut-off times.
Yeah.
And it's in a unique place.
It is. Yeah. It's based on the original run that Phidippides did from Athens to Sparta to recruit the help of the Spartans to help protect Athens from the invading Persians. So everyone remembers Phidippides for the marathon, but he ran that distance first.
God. Well done him. So I'm going to come back to some more detail about your running, your training, your races, but just for something I said to you before we started talking was that people often say, oh, I don't have time to run. So just let people know what you actually do for a living.
So I'm a junior doctor.
Yeah.
So at the moment I'm an anaesthetics trainee.
Yeah.
So that involves a lot of long hours of work, extra studies sort of after work for professional exams, shift work, so a mixture between nights and days or long shifts and normal shifts.
Yeah. I mean, that is, to most people, that would be probably the worst sort of job to do if you want to be an ultra runner. Because, you're doing long hours, it's stressful, you've got extra work to do, and shift work, which makes you tired anyway.
Yeah.
So what's your sort of technique to manage that? How do you do your training?
You've got to, it does make it difficult to stick to a certain training schedule. So, for example, to have your long run every Sunday, you can't always do that. But I think the key for training really is consistency. So even just trying to fit in a run, however many days a week you've decided you need to run, just sticking to it and not being worried if it's not as long as you would have liked it to be because you're tired, but just to keep consistent, make sure that you're fitting everything in.
Do you set yourself weekly mileage goals?
I do. Well, no, I don't actually. I set myself weekly time goals. So when I was training for Spartathlon, I was quite disciplined, and I actually had a coach and I had a plan, and I made sure I stuck to the plan.
Yeah.
Less worried about mileage, but I made sure I stuck to the number of hours or the nature of the workout that I was meant to be doing.
And I guess because it is about doing distance and keeping on your feet, you don't have to be too hung up on training like doing speed work or.
Not so much. I think some speed work does help. And certainly I saw my times improve last year with a couple of speed work sessions a week. But really, you know, you've got to have the endurance and you've got to be able to last. So, time on feet is probably, I would say, for me, the most important.
Yeah. Now, going back a little bit, before you started ultra running, had you been like athletic as a child? Had you done other types of sport? Not at all. Wow, interesting. So
I started running a little bit 10 years ago when I gave up smoking.
Oh wow! I can relate to that. The same.
So I never was particularly athletic as a child, and I started running just for fun, and it rapidly sort of escalated. I did a half marathon and then a marathon, and then I heard about the Marathon des Sables, and I thought, I'll have a crack at that. So I gave that a go, which was fun, and it just never.
So when was that?
Stopped.
So how quickly did you? So you did 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So how quickly did you move from up to the ultra distance?
Probably about. I did the Marathon des Sables in 2013.
Yeah.
And
so that's what, 5 years ago.
Yeah. So I've run a couple of ultras, shorter ultras in the year before, so 50 miles, 40 miler, and 50 miler. Quite slowly. But
that's the coffee machine, by the way, in the background.
But
slowly doesn't matter with ultras, does it really?
Not as much. Yeah. Not unless it's Spartathlon, then you can't dawdle. But no, you can get away with being a bit slower, and most of them are really friendly events, and you can just enjoy yourself and enjoy running.
What do you think drew you to want to do the longer distances? Because do you think there's a type of person or something in your personality or your DNA or?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think I like running, so I enjoy being out. I particularly like trail running, so I enjoy being out in the countryside, and I enjoy that time to yourself, and time where you don't have to think about anything else. You can just run and I guess the longer you're out, the more relaxed you can get with running, and the more you leave everything else behind. So I think that's why I like longer distances.
I think that's the relaxing. A lot of people who don't run would find it hard to think that running is relaxing, but I think you're right. When you're on the trails and you're out in the open air and you've got time to chill out from work and stress and that. It's a relaxing thing to do.
It is. It's wonderful.
Yeah. And do you think you have got an inbuilt stamina? As a junior doctor, you need stamina. Do you think you have that?
I think it helps to have a job that keeps you up throughout the night. So especially if you're doing longer ultras that you're running through the day, through the night, and then through the next day. I guess shift work probably helps you.
And does the running help the shift work? Does it help you tap into inner resources?
Yeah, probably. I think so.
So talking about tapping into inner resources, it's something I think long distance runners have to do. Like if you're in the middle of the night, 3 or 4 in the morning, doubting yourself, hurting. Is there any techniques or tactics you have to keep going?
I think inevitably we all have times where it's really hard and you think, what the hell am I doing? I'll just suck it all in. This is a stupid idea. What helps me is trying not to be overwhelmed by the distance. So when I start a long run, I try not to think about it being 100 miles or 150 miles. But just think about getting to the next aid station or the next 5 minutes, or you know, if I can keep running until 4 o'clock, then I'll give myself you know, a 5-minute break and have something to eat. So if you set yourself small goals that you can realistically reach, then you can keep going forward.
And that's got to apply for life. I mean, it's such a metaphor for life, isn't it? Just don't look at the whole picture.
Yeah.
And do you think, since you started, just sort of kind of moving towards the final question really, do you think since you started doing the ultra distance and doing these races that you've your life has changed in any way for the better? Have you noticed
absolutely.
what sort of things have happened?
I do. It's difficult to put in words really, but I really think running changed my life. When I started running, it gave me that space to be with myself. And certainly the longer distances and the longer challenges.
Here comes our food.
Club sandwich.
This is when you're a runner, so I'm just going to film you.
We're
Film
just
the
having
food. That's what you can do. I'm not
Thank
filming you, I'm filming the food. And that's what you
just a
can
light
do.
snack.
Yes, when you do lots of miles, you can eat
Couple of those with
lots
chips.
of things and chips.
In the middle.
Thanks.
Cutlery.
That's all for Kat, all those things. No, I'm joking.
Just
So
my
yeah,
first
so
and my main.
well, that's one of the benefits of running, isn't it? So
I can't remember what
you
I
were
was
saying
saying.
about space for yourself.
Yeah, and confidence.
Confidence,
so, setting yourself a goal that feels impossible. So I never, when I started running, I never would have thought I could run a marathon. And then I ran a marathon and it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. And then I never thought I could run 50 miles and I did. And I never thought I'd be able to do 100 miles. It was so alien to me.
And you did.
And I did.
And this is something Dame Kelly Holmes said on Sunday. She said, Saturday, she said, you know, you think you can't do it, and then you do it, and then you do it,
and then you realise that actually you can do a lot more than you might think.
Well,
so,
I think, unless you want to add, that's a good place to finish.
Yeah,
with
absolutely.
our food staring at us. Well, you were going to say something else. Sorry, I interrupted.
No, not at all.
Brilliant.
I think that's a good place to finish.
Well, thank you very much. It was a great interview. Thanks.